Hi, my name is Ryan Calavano. I am the co-founder and head of the visual division of LessIsMore Visuals. We've worked with Exile, Koss, Fashion, Dag Savage, all these cats, all the underground LA guys. I'm from the Bay Area, born in San Francisco, and moved to LA 4 years ago. And I've busted my ass and worked night jobs and delivered food and done everything, and now I finally got the opportunity to make my art, do music videos, and do what I want to do. We have a lot of talented cats. Kind of, we were just talking about this. There's a ton of really talented people in LA, and so I've been here 4 years now, and I know a lot of my friends. All my friends are artists in some fashion, so it was kind of like I do video, I direct, I edit, I shoot. Then my friend Kyle, he was rapping at the time, you know, and he wants to get into apparel and all this stuff. I'm like, okay. Then a friend raps here, needs a video. We started making videos, and so basically, I wanted to create kind of like a business where we take in all of the talented people around us in Los Angeles and create a forum to where they can get quality music videos or shoot a scene for them for their acting reel and showcase talent. That was kind of like my main directive when I was starting LessIsMore with Kyle and my friend Chris, is that we wanted to be able to have showcase this LA talent. It's kind of like on an island in Los Angeles. I feel like there's a lot of talented people out here just making their way and struggling with their day job, and they don't have a forum for their talent. So I moved here from the Bay Area, and so when you're down in LA, especially I was acting at the time, my first couple years, and you have to really find those small victories and really define for yourself what success is on every kind of level, because you can't. A lot of the things that kept me in LA and kept me going weren't things you can go back home and tell your parents, like, hey, this happened, like, oh, I got a call back. People want to know, like, oh, I haven't seen you on TV, or I haven't seen your work online, I haven't, seen what you've done. So it's like little tiny, like, oh, I got a good comment from a casting director, said I was like natural at this point. It's like those are the kind of steps that you need to recognize as being important, and those little tiny baby steps, that's what keeps you going. At one point, for a lot of my time when I first moved here, I was working 60 hours a week. I had an internship for 20 hours and then a full-time job working nights. And I always consider that like paying my dues. So I would always work on music videos, always work on like producing music. If you want to balance life and you're trying to be in the entertainment industry, when you're first starting out, it's probably not going to happen. Like, I didn't have a very good social life, obviously, because you don't have any time, but it's all about priorities. So I put being an artist as a high priority at that time. So it really equated to me having no free time. And I remember when I quit my full-time job, was able to quit my full-time job, anybody asked me to go out, I was there. Like, that was like, got my social life back. I was like, damn, but I spent almost a year working 60 hours a week. The good part about that is you just stockpile money because you're not spending anywhere, because you don't go anywhere, kind of thing. But yeah, balance-wise, be prepared not to live a balanced life, but you can when you're young. If you get good at your art and you put it out there and you like it, someone will see it, and it'll give you opportunity that way. That's the only way I've been able to get opportunities. It's not who you know. I hate when people say it's like, it's who you know, it's who you know. Networking is easy when your talent is there, because people want to work with you. It's not how charismatic you are at a bar, at a meetup or something. All that stuff's important to a certain extent, but I'd rather be a recluse in my room and talented and have my work speak for itself than convince somebody to give me a shot when they don't know fully well what they're going to get. Like, they're talented, they get a shot, and then they burn that bridge immediately when those shots don't come very often. When I was an actor, I burnt some bridges because I got some opportunities where I wasn't ready, and I got in rooms with people that were pretty powerful, like the casting directors and whatnot, and I wasn't good enough. And that was the last time I saw him. And you really have to be honest with yourself whether or not you're ready for those kind of opportunities. Someone's gonna like what you do if you like what you do, but you got to be honest with yourself. That's my big thing, is always take steps to be honest with yourself about your art. If you think like, oh, I can get away with this, like, I'll make a cut here. Like, I know that sucks kind of, but I don't want to fix it. I had a lot of problems when I first started out in that sense. Just like, I don't want to put a full effort because I'm afraid if I put my full self out there, my full 100% effort, and someone doesn't like it, that's hard. That's hard to be that vulnerable, especially in this city. The city will tear you apart if you're afraid to be vulnerable, because they'll take that a little bit. Just, they'll see it. People smell fear out here. It's But I've been through everything emotionally as far as my work, and at some point you realize that negativity doesn't accomplish anything. Thinking like, being afraid doesn't accomplish anything. You have to put yourself out there at some point, honestly. Like, put your honest self out there, and that's your really only option to succeed, I think. I tried to dictate everything. I was you can try to control LA and your experience here, but LA's gonna tell you what it's gonna give you. You can't take much from this city, So I would go back and say, hey man, roll with the punches a little more, take more opportunities, because I could have done more editing, I could have done more shooting, but I was focused on acting. And a lot of times people say, if you're not 110% focused on acting, like, you're not gonna go anywhere because you need to be full on in it. But for me, it's all art. Like, all of it kind of is that same muscle, and you use it with everything. So I would say, just take opportunities where they present themselves. Like, if LA is going to give you an inch, you take a mile in that direction, even though it's not what you thought it was going to be.